Morning.
Good morning, my darling.
It's the same thing every morning. Rose is in the bathroom for hours now.
You must be positive. Your sister will help you get used to the quirks of women. It'll benefit you later on.
She's still my half-sister.
Excuse me.
Morning.
Morning.
If I end up gay one day, you're to blame.
What's wrong with him?
What's this hairdryer doing in the trash?
It's broken. It's not working.
Ugh. In any case, this needs to go to electronic waste, not the garbage.
Yeah.
Hold this open for me. There's a collection point near Nehlsen to pick up the electronic waste.
Electronic waste is separated into 5 categories: small electrical devices, household appliances, monitors and screens, refrigerators, and fluorescent lights. Devices can be taken apart and their components may be reused. For instance, the metal in the hairdryer may be melted down and can be reused in a new product, such as a metal watch.
They're collecting the waste paper today. Look carefully. Which papers don't you need for your research?
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
This doesn't work. Looking good takes time. Help! I have nothing to wear.
An average German citizen produces 60 to 70 kilograms of waste paper per year. Every day, 150 tons of it arrive here. That's about 7 truckloads. Each scrap is a precious commodity that can be recycled. The paper airplane, together with the other paper, is compressed into a bale. These bales are transported from the plant to a paper mill by cargo trucks. This factory alone has a capacity of about 1,700 truckloads of paper. Every day, 2,500 tons of paper arrive from all over Europe. Each day, the same amount leaves this factory as recycled paper. The bales are opened on a treadmill. The paper is then shredded into this container. A machine, much like a giant blender, mixes the paper with water to create pulp. The plant never stands still. If the pulp dries, it hardens like cement and could clog all the filters and valves. To prevent this, the paper pulp is quickly transported through tubes, sieved, and cleaned in several steps. The filtered pulp is spread over a 5-meter wide surface and is then dried on a treadmill. At least 90% of the pulp's moisture must be removed in this way. Finally, the recycled paper is loaded onto a large roll. The recycled paper may be transported all over the world or may be used in a local print shop here in Bremen. With an amazing speed of 30 kilometers an hour, 30,000 newspapers are printed here each hour.
Funny, somehow this newspaper reminds me of my paper airplane.
What?
Oh, nothing, Father.
You've got some strange ideas. Where exactly is your mother? Maren, don't you have to go soon?
Look, Rosa, get a move on. I'm presenting my plan for the new Museum of Ethnology. Do you think these clothes are appropriate?
Well, maybe a bit plain. How about a kimono for my little geisha?
Tell me already. Is this okay?
Of course. You look great.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Luke, for God's sake.
This broken water pistol will be collected together with other household waste from the dump. Household waste consists of diverse materials that unfortunately cannot be recycled efficiently and is therefore burned. Every day, about 300 truckloads of household garbage are dumped here. This waste bunker stores the waste from 2.5 million people. This would be much less if more people better separated their waste. This mechanical claw has a net weight of 10 tons, and it can carry the same amount. It churns continuously and ensures well-mixed waste. This is essential in maintaining even burning in the furnace. After decomposing for 2 days, the waste goes into a furnace. It is over 1,000 degrees in this boiler, and the heat does not remain unused. This energy supplies about 20,000 households with electricity and 14,000 households with heating.
Why isn't this working? For God's sake!
Batteries, old paints, chemical residues, household cleaners, and pesticides contain hazardous compounds that should be disposed of in hazardous materials vehicles.
Morning.
Thank you. You can throw the 2 light bulbs in the garbage can. This is normal household waste.
Experts sort the waste into different categories. Hazardous waste contains chemicals or substances which are toxic or corrosive. To handle pollutants such as those found in paint residues, a particular method has been developed, the cryogenic technique. The empty paint buckets are made of metal or plastic, so the containers and cans are sorted and shredded into small pieces. In this rotating cooling drum, nitrogen gas is injected into the hazardous waste, cooling it to a temperature of minus 120 degrees. At these sub-zero temperatures, the pieces of containers shrink and stick together. The paint, for example, here is flaking off. At the end of the process, this plant produces pure metals and plastics, which can be then used by the plastic or steel industries. The remaining waste, such as the paint residue, is burned off the scraps. The resulting heat is converted into electricity.
So kids, didn't that taste good?
Better than your cooking anyway.
Great. Clear the table. I still have things to do.
Look, it's already full. Did you bring down the yellow bin?
Okay.
The waste that goes into the yellow bin or the yellow bag is made of lightweight packaging. Once it is collected, it is put into a sorting system that splits the waste according to material. Intermittently, the waste falls into the system, and the closed yellow bags are ripped open. The entire system is almost completely automated, with the waste separated along conveyor belts and taken for sorting. Ballistic separators remove out the small and light waste from the main stream. These small pieces fall through the shaker onto a grid. A near-infrared detector uses an air jet to blow out cardboard containers which are covered in a film, such as cardboard beverage containers. Foreign substances that have been put into the yellow bag are sorted out manually by employees. And so the journey continues to the next sorting device. In the end, everything gets put into well-sorted boxes and can be further processed. The metals are used as raw materials in the steel mill. Beverage containers are reprocessed into cardboard boxes at the paper mill. Aluminium items can be converted into new window frames, for example, and plastic packaging can be used as the raw material for manufacturing new plastic products.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
Hey there, big guy. How was your day?
Mama, did you know that all of our waste is recycled?
Don't tell me you're learning about recycling now.
But it's so exciting.
Well, whatever. That's her loss.
Rosa, that belongs in the trash.
Organic trash.
Smarty pants. Huh? No, I'm going into the kitchen to throw out organic waste.
This compost processor deals with the compost waste from the brown bin, the organic waste. Flies feel right at home here. At the end of the fly's life, it joins the organic waste. It is ultimately degraded. Non-biodegradable components are removed using a drum and a magnetic separator. Examples of these are bags, cans, flower pots, and garden shears, but also diapers and entire yellow bags. A conveyor belt brings the organic waste to a decomposition bunker, where bacteria and fungi help it decompose within a few weeks. Rapid decomposition also has an unpleasant side effect. Organic waste stinks. In order to protect the environment, organic waste is not composted outdoors. Temperatures inside the organic waste can reach 70 degrees Celsius. Continuous mixing leads to a uniform composting process. After 10 to 12 weeks, the waste is sieved, distributed to farms, and spread over fields. At the composting plant, trees and shrubs are processed along with other organic waste. The branches and twigs are shredded before composting and are kept in the open air for an entire year. We use the word Grünschnitt for fresh green waste and biomole for the organic waste from closed composting. After 12 months, the green waste is sieved. Anything longer than 10 to 12 centimeters is subject to another year of composting. The proceeds from the tree and shrub compost are either passed on as loose bulk products or packaged into 15-kilogram bags for sale as compost to be used in people's gardens.
Rosa, can you come help me, please?
What's the matter?
Could you come help me put out the garden bench?
Oh, must it be now?
The bulky waste has to be collected.
Yeah, okay. But only if I could stay out till 11:30 on Friday.
10:30.
11.
All right, come on. You take the rear, I'll take the front.